Hey there everybody, and welcome back to more Pikmin. Now I have ran into actually already quite a few issues with trying to record this series. I recorded the first 5 days before noticing there was a formatting issue that I could not fix. Yeah, it sucked. But just to summarize, I'll just let this play. Just to summarize, Elder Scrolls Oblivion will be continuing in the future. This is just a fun break for me. Plus, I haven't recorded in a while, so this is also a way for me to just quickly get back into it. Pikmin is a game that means a lot to me, and it's a game I wanted to do since I started Let's Playing. It's what I wanted my first Let's Play to truly be before I came to the conclusion that it's probably not the best idea for me at that time. Given how Nintendo was much more harsh on things then, they've lightened up a little bit now. But when I started in, I think it was 2017? Yeah, 2017, I wanted to do this. But just like I said, never came around. Just wasn't a good idea at the time. But now I've decided to go ahead and do it because I love Pikmin. It's one of my favorite series of all times. I really wish they'd already come out with Pikmin 4. I want it before I die. Oh, I don't want to die, actually. Never mind. Erase that from the table. Alright. Now, I got through 6 days before I noticed there was something wrong. No, that's still 5 days. Let's just start the 6th day. Alright, file erased. What? What was that? My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. Ah yes, oxygen, so poisonous. My life support systems can function for only 30 days if I can't repair the dolphin by then. No. Better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Did anyone notice the weird save screen glitch there? I have never seen that before in my life. That was very odd. Even if this recording gets scrapped, that part's getting saved. Let's head up to this and press A again. I've recovered 0 out of 30 ship parts. Just one more will increase the dolphin's capabilities. Well, that's sad. Alright. And this is where the game officially begins. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me, and then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. Alright, now what I like to do is break these down while that seed's sprouting there. And what I also like to do is wait. Now, I'm going to run around and see what else I can do. If I remember, there's really nothing I can do. But what I do is I wait for that seed to be fully grown before I pick it. Which means, as you can tell, well, actually, wait, no, you wouldn't be able to tell. That's not inherently how plant production cycles, the cycles of plants work. This will eventually turn into a flower. First it will turn into a bud, then it will turn into a flower, and that is the fastest and strongest type of Pikmin of this, in general. Now, the reason I want to do this is because it makes the rest of the game easier. Yeah, it just does. There's no better way to describe it. That just makes the rest of the game easier, and I will be back with you guys once it has fully grown. In the future, we will see a better way of, well, we will see exactly how their cycle works. How the cycle of this plant works. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light and it sways back and forth without the benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Blip. Extraordinary, when I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage, it just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pikmin brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. The journey begins! Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A. I shall call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. The C stick. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. L to rotate the camera. Hold to follow the cursor, which is the direction you're facing. R to zoom in and out. And Z to change the angle. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. Yeah, for a person that's been playing this as long as I have, that's not an issue. Throw him at that pellet and he'll take it to the ship, and that's how they reproduce. The life cycle of the Pikmin. Astonishing. The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. Hit. Now I intend to let these grow into flowers too, guys, so don't hold your breath. It's gonna be a long first day. But anyways, yeah, I've been playing this game since it came out in North America in October of 2001. At first, I thought this was a GameCube launch title, but no, that's just when I got a GameCube. Yeah, that's the thing. That's just when I got a GameCube. No real other way of looking at it. And, because of me thinking it was a launch title, I was very proud and happy to exclaim I got it as a launch title, and it just wasn't. That's dumb on my end, but, yeah. Pikmin is a game that means a lot to me. It's a game that when I was a kid, I always used to play it to relieve stress. A lot of people had other ways of dealing with stress, not me. This was my jam. I played Pikmin. I played it for days on end. I have over 500 hours in total logged into this game alone. And yes, I have kept track of that. Throughout my life, I have almost as many hours in this as I do in Team Fortress 2. That's saying something. Alright, I'll continue after these are flowers. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Bleh. Bleh. Now, an interesting thing about the Pikmin life cycle, it kind of does make sense. If you leave the Pikmin in the ground long enough, they will just go away. They'll cease to exist. It's kind of grim. Alright, yeah, after this I'm gonna time skip ahead again. First day. Oh, it is the longest day, depending on how you play it. It is the longest day. Okay, we'll be back again. As soon as these are flowers. Are they already flowers? They had flowers on them. What? This game, I have weird things happening all the time, so I wouldn't put it past it. No, they're leaves. Okay. We will be back! Alright, everyone. Welcome back. Alright. Now, in order to pluck Pikmin quicker than one Pikmin a second... Well, I mean, not one Pikmin a second. One Pikmin... at all? I don't know a good way to phrase this, but, rapidly press A to pluck as many Pikmin as you can as quickly as you can. If you just press A once, you only pluck one Pikmin and stop. Oh, there we go. That's a better way of putting it. Come on. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct, and then it just tells you everything you've already learned again. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin, release to throw. Press B to call them, press X to dismiss them. Use the C stick to command them, command and control the group. Press L, R, and Z to control your perspective on your surroundings. I shall record all of this in my computer, and I can press Y to access the computer. There you go. But lucky us, there's a ship part over here. Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Easily! Slave labor! Wait. Aw. We need 20 slaves. Alright. Now, whenever you encounter a ship for the first time, it will give you a description of that ship part, and its importance to Olimar. When you press A upon it a second time, you will get a second piece of flavor text that you would only normally get once the ship part gets back to the ship. I recommend checking out it beforehand, so that way you can just skip ahead, and I just kind of want to read it off to you guys as soon as I can. The Dolphin's main engine. It was pure luck that I found this piece first. With this, I can at least lift off. No, bad Pikmin. I understand you want to help, but for now, take these. It's dangerous to go alone. We need more friends. There we go. The faster one of these pellets, the faster the, well, okay. The higher in the evolutionary pattern a Pikmin is, say, leaf to flower, leaf is the weakest, flower is the strongest, with flower being able to move and attack the fastest, whereas leaves move and attack the slowest, with buds being the in-between. That's all there really is to it. It's pretty simple. Red Pikmin here have a 1.5 damage modifier, which means they have 15 attack instead of 10. Alright, I'll be back once these are flowers. Alright, everyone. Welcome back. Yeah, well, it's not really welcome back for you guys. It's, hi, I'm back. Alright, when many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to the group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with a bright color. At times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. That is something that I wanted to actually return in later games, but just never did, and I don't know why. It doesn't really help me distinguish between them. I mean, they still glow. They just don't turn to a pale hue in later games, and I actually really like the pale hue, and I really would have loved to see what other Pikmin looked like that. And plus, I just found it neat. I don't know why. It just was neat to me. It was very unique. Alright. Now, if we pluck all of these out, we will have 25 Pikmin. Now, you see there's only 3 digits there. The bottom, 25 out of 25, and then there's the one on the far side that has 4 digits, and that is at the minimum of 25 now as well. You can only have 100 Pikmin in the field at any time, and the game will tell you this every day when you try and break 100 Pikmin in the field at any time. It is kind of obnoxious. It is one of my least favorite aspects of the game because it tells me it so much, and I played the game so much, it's just annoying to me. I keep saying how much I played the game, but as insight, I've even managed to do a 6-day run, which is insanely difficult, not without resets, mind you. I'm not that good. I'm not as good as every speedrunner out there, but I have done a 6-day run in the past. Oh. And we get the engine back to the ship. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. Oh, I love the end of day sequence. Now, in most contexts, the end of day sequence is actually what shows you how many Pikmin you've left behind. You can't really leave any Pikmin behind on the first day, I don't believe. Please don't prove me wrong, guys. You're just gonna make it worse on yourselves. But yeah, I love the end of day sequence. I love the music that's with it. In the future, I'll be more quiet for that. But right now, you know, I wanted to gush because this is one of my favorite games of all time. I love it. I return to it every time that I feel super stressed out, and it just de-stresses me. One day since Impact, I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin. But I was surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may not be able to return to my family on planet Hocotate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the key to my survival, I shall name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. And you guys get that episode tomorrow. Yep, this is the results screen for the end of every day. It shows you exactly how well you've done, how many Pikmin you've lost in battle, how many you've left behind, and how many you've sprouted. It shows the amount for that day and the amount in total. Now, I can usually finish the game with only like losing between 5 to 20 in battle at any time. And yes, that's even encountering the secret super boss, which I will do, mind you, I will do. This is only the first day of many, though. Let's save the game. I like the HUD on everything here. I like the results screen. I like the music. I like everything Pikmin. I like everything Pikmin. Anyways. Thank you guys for watching. If you like my stuff, like, comment, and subscribe. Check my Patreon, Ko-fi, and Twitter in the description if you want to support the channel. Follow me on Twitter, actually, if you like giveaways, because I retweet a lot of giveaways. That is primarily one of the things that I have a Twitter for, actually, when I first started Twitter, was all the giveaways. Because I really liked the idea of getting free things, and I still do. Everyone does. Anyways, though, thank you guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye!